Hello, Facebook. Dr. K here. Great to see you all. And I feel honored right now that I am sitting with Hugging Ambassador Gary Hobble, and that he tonight completes his first 21-day hugging journey. And he has inspired me throughout. And I want to ask him a little bit about what it's like for him. Thanks for sending the love, Teddy. And I want to ask him a little bit what it's like for him to be completing tonight. So, Hugging Ambassador, say a little bit about how you're feeling right now.
Hey Facebook, this is my day 21 of my 21-day hugging journey, and I am feeling amazing. When I started this, I was not in the greatest of spots, but today I am supercharged and feel incredible. And I also, in a long time, this is probably the first time I can remember actually completing a journey to its completion. I've started a lot of things and have not followed through. And I'm so glad that I have followed through with this, because this has been the best journey of my life. And it's awakened something very strong inside of me. And I am super thankful that Dr. K, 21 days ago, asked me to go on this journey. So let me ask you this, Dr. K. Why did you ask me to go on this journey 21 days ago?
That's a really good question. I asked you because I love you, man, and
I love you too, buddy.
and my love for you is really special, and I love everybody out there, and I sensed that there was something in this journey for you, and I felt drawn to you. It felt like the right thing to do, and I'm so glad I did. Because from when we had that first hug, I felt this amazing bond, and I know that we're on this journey together for life. And, you know, like I said to you earlier, through Facebook, you know, we're part of the Big Hearts Club, and we're looking for the other people with big hearts that really pound outside their chest and are really, you know, excited about what those big hearts can do. So it felt right, and it still feels right. And I'm pretty solid. It's going to always feel right, which is an amazing feeling. So thank you, and thank you for the inspiration that you've been. Because, you know, as you know, I wasn't on Facebook Live, and I'm one day behind you right now, and it's been an awesome ride on Facebook Live, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen when some other people jump on board. And there's a lot of people that are thinking about it and doing it in their own way, and the momentum is building.
Absolutely. It's been the greatest journey I've ever done in my life, just so you know that. And
one of the things, you know, let me cut you off for a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Is that really inspires me, and that I'm working on, and I think everybody out there wants to work on, especially the more they understand it, is the power of radical transparency. I mean, that's when we first started to really see people on Facebook connect with you and reach out to you. And can you say more about radical transparency?
I can. Well, in my lifetime, I have not been so radically transparent. I was afraid of what other people would think if I told them the truth. So I just pretty much would say what I thought people would want to hear. But, you know, and I've talked to several of my family members about this, and that's not what they wanted to hear. They're okay with the truth. And I wasn't comfortable doing that, but I am now. And radical transparency for me has been like a weight's been lifted off my chest. I'm able to just be me. No matter what, I'm perfect, whole, and complete. And I've going through this journey has allowed me to be that way. And it feels so flippin' good. So good to just be able to say exactly what I want to say to my loved ones or my friends, and know, you know what, they might not agree with exactly what I say, but that's okay because it's my life. And I listen to what they have to say, in what I tell them, and they can give me feedback, and that's okay. It's my life. I'm still gonna do what I want to do. So,
Yeah, and I think that's so amazing. And I think the thing that's really important, to underscore with you and for everybody out there is that radical transparency is a hug. To be willing to be 100% open and honest with people, truth and love about what you're experiencing, brings you closer together. It may not feel easy in that moment, but it brings you much closer together than lying, essentially, about what you're experiencing, because that's only going to cause a tremendous amount of distance. When somebody doesn't really know what you're going through, then they don't really know you. So everybody who's listening to this now and who listens to this later, think about being radically transparent. Doesn't mean being a jerk. It doesn't mean being mean. It means being fully open and forthcoming in that moment and saying what's your truth, speaking your truth. And it's pretty magical because then you're not carrying a bunch of crap around in your head like pinball machine, like bouncing around, all this stuff like, I wish I would have said that. I wish I could tell them that. I should have said this. I should have said that. It's out there. It's in reality, and you don't have all these stories about what they should have done or could have done. Instead, it's like happening in reality. So I'm with you, Hugging Ambassador. I find it extremely powerful, and you're a role model for me in what you've done and what you continue to do. So thank you.
thank you. It's been wonderful. I would like to ask you on day 7, when you first called me a hugging ambassador, what triggered that for you? I'll
Yeah,
give you
I
the
mean,
phone for a while.
so Facebook, the idea is when you go on your hugging journey, you can do it in a lot of different ways, and everybody does. And if you do it in a way that like really lights you up and you want to share with other people in the world about the hugging journey, then at the end of the 21 days, I want to invite you to think about like, what would it be like to be a hugging ambassador? But this guy, like on day 7, I was like, F it. He's a hugging ambassador. Let me just check with him right now. Cause he was just on fire. I mean, you saw it if you watched. I mean, go to his day 7. The guy is like supercharged and lit up. I mean, he was always a hugging ambassador. And some of his family spoke to that. From when he was a kid, he's always been a hugging ambassador. And I just helped to remind him about that label. So I know some of you out there watching this are thinking, I'm a hugging ambassador. And reach out. Go to www.drspelledout.drktoday.com and check it out, because there's something magical for each and every one of us on the hugging journey. And 21 days is just the beginning.
For sure.
And this thing is really starting to heat up. And if any of you out there have questions for either of us right now, feel free to ask. I mean, that's one of the cool things about Facebook Live is it's like, it's a podcast for anyone, sort of an automatic podcast for anyone that goes on this journey.
Sure. And even after the Facebook Live post is over, there'll still be comments. So even if you're not watching this live, when this comes through your news feed and you watch it, put them in the comments below, and then we'll answer them as we see them. Okay? And there isn't a question out there that you can't ask, because we'll answer it to the best of our ability.
Yeah, we love radically transparent questions. And, the thing about the hugging journey is it meets you where you are. You don't have to have a 21-second hug with somebody. And I was saying to the hugging ambassador here that, like, now if we're on the fly and we're going to an event or something's going on, we can have like a 1 second hug and say 21-second hug. And that's a 21-second hug because we know we feel each other's hearts, like it's solid. And with my kids, I do that too sometimes. 21-second hug. It says in that moment, I'm sending you an intense, big, a lot of love versus just a little bit of love. And that's what I want everyone listening to do, is like increase the amount of love that you're spreading.
For sure. And also, guys, when you watch this video, please share it, because we want not only our friends to see it, but the world to see this, okay? Because we want this to spread out throughout the world. So, and I know Dr. K is, wanting that as well.
Yeah, and there's going to be an article coming out in the Huffington Post, which will make a big difference. I have some people in different countries that I'm talking to that are, in the process of thinking about going on the journey. So this is heating up, and we'd love to see you get involved sooner rather than later, primarily because of the impact it's going to have on your life and the lives of the people around you. So be in contact, and from Hugging Ambassador Gary Howell Jr. and Stone Kraushaar, let me move in so we can both be here. We are sending you the biggest virtual hugs with lightness
and joy
and a profound sense
of who you are in the world today.
Who you are in the world today. And Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and a Happy New Year to everybody. And we'll keep posting. Even though this guy's 21-day journey is over, it's really just the beginning.
Absolutely. And it's not over. It's completed.
Exactly. All right, Facebook. Have a lovely evening, and we'll be in touch soon.
Remember, the hug's the answer.
Your mom was right. Bye for now.